In this episode, you will learn how to say what something or someone is. Very simple. Just remember these two words, 에요 and 이에요. One more time, 에요 and 이에요. So simply add one of these two verb forms to the noun that you are trying to identify. Let's do this with a set of 5 things and tell what each item is first. What these 5 things have in common is that they all end with a vowel. First, let's do this with a set of 5 things and tell what each item is. What these 5 things have in common is that they all end with a vowel when written out in Hangar. Hangul is the name of the Korean writing system. Here are the 5 things ending with a vowel. 커피 for coffee, tea for tea, computer for computer, yoga for yoga, BTS for BTS. To identify these items, simply add 에요 after each. Imagine yourself to be an expat working in Korea. You are having a cup of coffee at your desk and your Korean colleague asks what you're having. What do you need to do? Yes, add 에요 to 커피. You will say, 커피예요. Let's practice. Repeat after me to say it's coffee in Korean. I'll say slowly first and then at a natural speed. 커피예요. 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 Next item, tea. What about if you're having a cup of tea this time? How would you let your Korean colleague know it's tea? Add 에요 to tea. 티예요. Repeat after me to say it's tea in Korean this time. Again, I'll say slowly first and then at a natural speed. 티예요. 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 What about if there's a computer in a box with nothing written on it and your Korean colleague asks what it is? If you know it's a computer, what do you say to him? Yes, again, add 에요 to computer and say 컴퓨터예요. Repeat after me to say it's a computer in Korean. 컴퓨터예요. 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 Now, imagine yourself at a gym after work. You happen to be standing next to a group exercise room where yoga class is taking place. Somebody passes by and asks if the class inside the group exercise room is a Pilates class. Yes, you can let this person know that it's yoga by adding 에요 to yoga. 요가예요. Repeat after me to say it's yoga. 요가예요. 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 Now imagine yourself taking a break at the company lounge during lunch hour watching a BTS video on your phone. One of your Korean colleagues walks in and asks what you're watching. How would you say it's BTS in Korean? Please repeat after me to say it's BTS. BTS예요. 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 In case you're wondering why we are adding 에요 to BTS, not 이에요, when the S in BTS is a consonant, it's because if you write out BTS in Hangul, the Korean writing system, it will end with the vowel 으, BTS, the 으 at the end. Therefore, to say it's BTS in Korean, you would add A요 to BTS. BTS예요. Repeat after me to say it's BTS. BTS예요. 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 Now, shall we move to the second set with 5 consonant ending nouns? To identify these items in Korean, you would add 이에요, 3 syllables, 이에요, to each item. 이에요, 이에요, 이에요. First, here are the 5 consonant ending nouns. Ice cream for ice cream, 베이글 for bagel, pen for pen, laptop for laptop, and the last consonant ending word in this set, presentation for presentation. Let's now go over these one at a time in different situations. You are having ice cream in a cup at the company lounge, taking a break. One of your Korean colleagues walks in and asks what you're having. How would you say it's ice cream in Korean? Easy. Add 이에요 to ice cream and say 아이스크림이에요. Repeat after me to say it's ice cream in Korean. 아이스크림이에요. 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 Next situation. You bought a bag of bagels, brought them to the office, and your colleague is asking you, what's in the bag? What would you say? Yes, bagel followed by 이에요. 베이글이에요. Repeat after me to say it's bagel. 베이글이에요. 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 Moving on. You are about to write something and your colleague asks you whether it's a pen or a pencil that you're writing with. How would you let your colleague know that it's a pen? Yes, add 이에요 after pen. 펜이에요. Repeat after me to say it's a pen. 펜이에요. 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 Next situation. You're working on your new laptop. Your colleague notices it and asks if it's a tablet. How would you let your colleague know it's a laptop? Correct. Add 이에요 to laptop. 랩탑이에요. Repeat after me to say it's a laptop. 랩탑이에요. 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 Now, the next one. Your colleague is looking at your PowerPoint file and asks what it is for. What would you say if it's a presentation? Yes, add 이에요 to presentation. presentation이에요. Now repeat after me to say it's a presentation. presentation이에요. 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 Okay, we identified 10 items in 2 sets. One set with 5 items that all end with a vowel, and the second set with 5 items that all end with a consonant. Now, before I let you go, let's do some practice in the form of a quiz. Question number 1. Imagine that you and your Korean colleagues are working on a US map puzzle. One of your colleagues holds up a puzzle piece and asks what it is. You recognize it's the state of California. What do you tell your colleague? That's right. You will say 캘리포니아예요. California ends with a vowel a, so add 에요 to California. 캘리포니아예요. It's California. Question number 2. You just got a hamburger for lunch and walked into your office. Your colleague is wondering what you have in the brown bag. What would you say? Correct if you said 햄버거예요. The word hamburger ends with the vowel 어, so add 에요. 햄버거예요. You would say 햄버거예요. It's a hamburger. Question number 3. You finished the hamburger and you took out a vitamin that you forgot to take in the morning. Then your nosy colleague again asks you what you are taking. Can you tell him what it is in Korean? 비타민이에요. That would be your answer. Vitamin in Korean is 비타민, which is a consonant ending noun. So you would add 이에요 to 비타민. 비타민이에요. 비타민이에요. It's a vitamin. Question number 4. Your colleague asks if the photo you are looking at on your computer is New York. It's actually a photo of Seoul. What would you say to him? You are correct if your answer was 서울이에요. 서울 for Seoul followed by 이에요 because the word 서울 ends with a consonant. 서울이에요. It's Seoul. Last question. Question number 5. Imagine you got a new iPhone and you also got a nice case with it. Your colleague asks if it's a Samsung phone. What do you tell your colleague in this situation? Correct if you said 아이폰이에요. iPhone ends with a consonant, so it will be followed by 이에요. 아이폰이에요. It's an iPhone. 아이폰이에요. Now let's make this into a short dialogue. Your colleague would ask if it's a Samsung phone. 삼성폰이에요? Now your answer should be no, it's an iPhone in Korean. 아니요, 아이폰이에요. 아니요 for no, 아이폰이에요 for it's an iPhone. Listen to these sentences in the form of a dialogue. 삼성폰이에요? 아니요, 아이폰이에요. Okay, I think I've covered everything I wanted to present to you today. If you would like written explanations about the verb forms we discussed in this episode, 에요 and 이에요, please go to our website, essentialkorean.com, and search for verb of identification. It will bring up a couple of posts you will find helpful for your study. Okay, that's it for this episode. I look forward to connecting with you again next time. 고맙습니다.